This is a massive mistake wholesalers make when trying to sell their deals. I want you to use this one tip when dealing with cash buyers to sell more of your wholesale deals and to sell those properties much faster. What's up, guys? Mike Hill, the Wholesaling Titan here. And if you've been in the real estate space for any amount of time, you know that a large majority of wholesalers or supposed wholesalers put out terrible deals. Now, cash buyers are bombarded with bad deals. You know, you got overinflated ARV and poor comps and underestimated repairs. And the level of skepticism is at an all-time high for these cash buyers. In fact, I'd say the default for most buyers is to assume that most of the things they receive aren't actually going to be a deal. So when reaching out to those cash buyers and creating emails or advertisements or online posts, any of the other marketing materials, there's a very specific way and a very specific format that I want you to use. And I'm going to start off, I want to illustrate this with a very quick analogy. Now, let's say I'm an advertiser and I'm trying to create a commercial to sell the latest and greatest toy to kids. If my commercial is on Nickelodeon, I'm going to be speaking to children. The commercial is going to be fun. I'm going to show other kids playing with the toy. It's going to be happy and lively music. And my goal is to show them just how much fun they're going to have with this toy in the hopes that they go out and they, beg their parents to buy it for them. Now, let's say that I'm that same manufacturer, same toy, but my commercial is on ABC at 9 p.m. at night. It's dropping during an episode of Law and Order. Well, even though the product is the same, my audience is now comprised of adults and the messaging needs to be different. So I'm going to talk about the educational benefits, how it's going to keep their kids occupied and engaged so they can have some downtime. I'm going to show them that it's popular. I'm going to show them, that it's safe. I'm going to show them that, their kids are going to love them for getting it for them. So how does this relate to wholesaling? Well, on the retail side of real estate, most realtors are taught to make their clients feel an emotional connection to the house. When they write their descriptions, again, their ideal clientele is an owner-occupant, they use very strong imagery in an attempt to have the client imagine themselves in that home. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at a quick example here. So this is the standard description you're going to see from maybe your average realtor. And you see the imagery here. This beautiful dream home, nestled, sprawling. Look at the adjectives, right? The heart of this home, stylish kitchen. Enjoy this convenience, this outdoor oasis. And a lot of realtors will say things like, imagine opening up the door to your exclusive patio and enjoying your morning cup of coffee. And so this is an example of how a realtor would speak to an owner occupant. And we're going to contrast that with how I want you to do this to your cash buyers in just a moment. And so a lot of wholesalers emulate this style of advertising. Some of my students offering even on market deals, they'll just copy and paste the realtor description. And if you're one of those wholesalers, just stop it immediately, right? It's ineffective. Your target market consists of cash buyers, and cash buyers, they're not interested in waking up in the house. They're interested in the numbers, and they want to know one thing: can I make money with this, and how much? And remember that your best cash buyers, they're looking at junk all day, and they hate to have their time wasted. So give them the numbers quickly, give it to them up front, and justify why this makes sense to them as a good deal. Are the comps good? Does it meet the requirements for, let's say, the 1% rule? What are the market rents in the area, etc.? So now let's go ahead and take a look at one of my properties. Boom, it's straight to the point. We got the address right there. We have the asking price. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, concrete block, single family house, got a 2-car garage. It needs light rehab. This much square footage, this square lot. These are the features: 2-car garage, central AC, patio, no HOA, and then I have my comps. Boom, boom, boom. Very direct, very to the point. All the information they need is there, and it's very efficient, and it's speaking directly to a cash buyer. Okay, so another common question I get is, should I post the ARV and should I post the repair estimates? And you can, especially if it helps your narrative and you have strong evidence justifying your asking price. But it's not necessary due to that level of skepticism that I talked about earlier. Most legit cash buyers won't rely on your numbers because, you have a vested interest. You have a bias in the deal. Therefore, you don't need to say ARV is X, but you should post comps that justify your asking price. You really want to just get them interested in the property so they'll take a deeper look. And these need to be real comps, by the way, like good ones. I've had realtors send me comps that are like 5 miles away. That does not help you, and it will kind of degrade your reputation. So definitely don't do that. Next, with regards to repairs, I like to itemize or at least summarize the repairs necessary, but in most cases, I don't put a firm number. Now, I do want to be transparent. I want to inform my buyers, and I want to also qualify my buyers, but I don't necessarily put that number down unless, maybe I have an inspection report from a licensed GC, right? And in that case, that can really help you because that general contractor is a reliable, neutral party. They're professional, and if you have that, many buyers will buy sight unseen. But otherwise, the reason you don't need to do this is because repair estimates are far more subjective than you've been led to believe. Now, some buyers, they're going to go high end with the rehab. They're going to use the most expensive materials, while others are doing minimal work with the cheapest materials and, the cheapest materials they can find in secondhand appliances. Some buyers, they might be pulling permits and using a licensed general contractor, while others, they'll just pull the curtains closed, pull no permits, and do the work themselves. So if you say, hey, repairs on this property are $40K, and a DIY, do-it-yourself buyer can do it for $30K, you just cost yourself $10,000. I've also had deals where, one buyer will look at it and they'll say, this is going to be a $50K rehab, and another will say, this is going to be $90K. And look, it's their assessment. It's their money at risk. They have different goals. And so in that case, they're both right. So I want you to use this format and style of advertising to sell your properties. You're going to form better relationships with your buyers. You're going to gain more leverage when it comes to negotiating price. You'll start having important conversations, gain some market intel, and you'll see your engagement rates with your buyers increase significantly. So I hope this video helps you to become more effective at advertising your wholesale deals and selling more to cash buyers. I've got a bunch of free resources that I'm giving away down in the description below to help you along your wholesaling journey. So check that out. I want to thank you guys again so much for watching. Please let me know what questions you have for me, what topic I should cover next. And finally, please do take a second, hit that like button for me. Please consider subscribing to the channel where I post new videos every single week. Make sure to turn on those notifications so you never miss out on a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right. Thanks again. Peace.